Hi friends, welcome back to my new video. Today we are going to discuss about gas turbine power plant. Basically, gas turbine power plant, there are two types as open cycle gas turbine and closed cycle gas turbine. And this gas turbine are working over the Joule cycle or Breton cycle. So we are not going to have a detailed discussion regarding what is this Joule cycle or Breton cycle. You can see in another video. But today we are going to discuss about what is open cycle, what is closed cycle, what are its various components and how actually works. Let's see what is the open cycle gas turbine. So this particular figure shows you open cycle gas turbine. In this, majorly there are three components you are observing, that is compressor, combustion chamber and turbine. So when we say a power plant is a device which will generate an electrical energy. So here this turbine output, that is W net return, that's mechanical energy. That mechanical energy will be connected to one of the device, and that particular device is called as a generator, and this generator will generate an electrical energy. So this component is not shown there, that generator is not shown, but you have to assume that the mechanical energy which is going out from a turbine, it goes to the generator, and from generator we generate an electrical energy. So what are the various components? As I told you, there is a compressor, combustion chamber and turbine. What is compressor? Let's see. Compressor is a device which will take atmospheric air as an inlet and gives output as a very high pressure, the high pressure than that of the atmospheric. So whatever fresh air is taken inside, that will be get pressurized inside a compressor and will get pressurized air here at the output of compressor. Then this air will be supplied to combustion chamber. What is in combustion chamber? In combustion chamber, heat is generated and is used for heating of the air. Then what is turbine? A turbine is a device, as I told you, it will generate an mechanical energy as output. Here the turbine which we are using, that's what called as a gas turbine. Why it is called as gas turbine? Because we are giving input to this particular turbine as a gas, and that's why it is called as gas turbine. If you are giving input as a steam, then it is called as steam turbine. Or if you are giving input as a water, then it is called as water turbine. So currently we are giving a gas, and that's why it is called as gas turbine. Okay, so we have seen a compressor is used for compressing the air, combustion chamber is used for generating heat, turbine is used for generating mechanical energy, and generator is used to generate electrical energy from the mechanical energy. Now let us see serially how it works. So this compressor will take air inside, and that air will be get compressed, and that air will be supplied to the combustion chamber. Now in a combustion chamber, what happen? To the combustion chamber we are supplying a fuel, and that fuel will generate a heat. So we have shown in one pipeline here. Inside a pipeline we are having air. So it is a gas turbine, and gas which we are using is the air. So inside a tube what we are having is the air, and outside tube we are burning a fuel. So when we burn a fuel, the air will get heated, and as air will get heated, its temperature and pressure both will go on increases. So if you check out the pressure here at the outlet, it will be very high pressure will be available. Okay, so it is very high pressure will be available at the outlet. Why the pressure has increased? Because the heat we are supplying, and because of heating of that particular air, the very high pressure and very high temperature air will be available at the outlet. That air is going inside a turbine. So inside turbine what will there will be blades available over here. So here blade will be available, and that high pressurized air will give impact on the blade, and blade start rotating. Now these blades are connected to shaft, and that's why shaft will also start rotating, and as shaft starts rotating, we are having output as what? Output as a mechanical energy. So this mechanical energy is available at the outlet. Some energy of this turbine is also used for running the compressor. So obviously we are knowing the compressor is device which will take mechanical energy as output. So mechanical energy will be taken from a turbine itself. Let's say a 10% energy will be used for a compressor, and 90% energy will be used for generating an electricity. This is example I am telling. It is not always 10 and 90. Sometime it may be 20 and 80. Sometime it may be 5 and 95, like that. So whatever energy is generated, some part will go to the compressor and some part will go to the generator, which will generate an electrical energy. Here, after generating an mechanical energy, the gases will be given to the atmosphere, and as the gases are given to the atmosphere, this is what called as open cycle gas turbine. When after using a gas in the turbine, gases are leaving to the atmosphere, then it is called as open cycle gas turbine. If gases are recirculated once again, then it is called as a closed cycle gas turbine. Okay, so in this figure we have seen open cycle gas turbine. Let's see what is closed cycle gas turbine. So in the closed cycle gas turbine, all the functions are same. Instead of fuel, here we have shown as a Q in. The meaning is same, that we are supplying heat, then high pressure air will be available. By using high pressure air, we will be generating and mechanical energy over here. Then the gases which we are going to the atmosphere, that are not left to the atmosphere now, these are circulated to the compressor once again for the generation of the electricity. Okay, and when it is supplied, it will be get cooled by using an heat exchanger device. So when gases are coming out, that will be very high heated, and that may affect on various component of the compressor, and that's why we have to use a heat exchanger for cooling of the gases. So here the hot gases will be supplied, but at the outlet we will be having a cold gas or cold air, and that will be again recirculated. So if same amount of air or same amount of gas is supplied again and again, then it's called as closed cycle gas turbine, and if the gases are left to the atmosphere, then it is called as open cycle gas turbine. So this is what working of open cycle and closed cycle gas turbine. Now let us see what are its advantages. They are small in size, weight, and have low initial cost per unit output. So size is small, weight is small, and hence initial cost will be also small. That's major advantage. They are easy to install within a short period of time, as the size etc. is small. That can be easily installed. They are quick starting and smooth running, so it can be started very easily. They offer flexibility by supplying electricity for a power generation, as well as by supplying compressed air for process need. Sometimes some application we require a compressed air, so from this particular power plant we can take compressed air as well as we can take the electrical energy. They are capable of using a range of liquid and gaseous fuels, so we can use as a petrol, diesel as gas, or we can use a petrol, diesel as a fuel, or we can use a gaseous fuel also. They are subjected to fewer environmental restrictions, so a pollution which is generated by using this particular power plant is very less compared to thermal power plant. The water consumption is also very less, and that's why it can be established where the water availability is very less. What are the disadvantages? An electrical motor is also required here. Why it is required? Because as I told you here in this particular application, that a turbine energy is used for running the compressor, but when the plant is in off condition, it's not running, at that time how compressor will run? For compressor we have to supply here, or we have to connect here the electrical motor which will start a compressor, which will start a particular plant, and then we can take energy from turbine. But for initially starting we require electrical motor. That's what a disadvantage, let's say. Then gas turbine plants have less vibration compared to reciprocating engine with same speed, so vibration generated is very less. High temperature imposes severe restriction on the conditions. So here the temperature will be very high, and that will be one of the disadvantages. The overall efficiency is low. The blades of the turbine require a special cooling. As I told you, temperature is very high, and that's why we require a cooling system. In practice, the temperature is in the range of 1100 to the 1260 degrees Celsius. So such a very high temperature will be available, and that's why the requirement of cooling media is a major disadvantage in this particular power plant. Now site selection parameter. How you will select a site for the gas turbine power plant? We can select a site where the fuel is available, availability of water for the coolant, transportation facilities available, the land cost should be less, it should be nearer to the city, and distance from population area. So if I have to establish a gas turbine power plant, I have to check this point. Means their fuel must be available, water should be available. Here the water requirement is less, but some water is required for cooling of the blade. Transportation facility means it should be connected by road or rail. Then the cost of land should be less, it should be nearer to load center. At the same time, some pollution is not generated very much, but some pollution will be generated, and that's why it should be at optimum distance from the population area. So this is what the construction, working, advantages, disadvantages, and site selection parameter of gas turbine power plant. Thank you very much for the listening.